Le sujet du jour, c'est le dilemme.
Well, that's the dilemma Falz the Bahd Guy is facing. If you don't know him, you've at least watched his latest clip. This is Nigeria, which has created such a buzz since its release earlier this month. If you haven't, here's a brief look at it.
On va regarder un court extrait.
This is Nigeria. Praise and worship, we're singing out. Pastor put his hand on the breast of his member. He's pulling the demon out. This is Nigeria. No electricity daily. Young people are still working multiple jobs and they talk say we lazy. This is Nigeria. There's plenty wahala shot. Fulani heads, man, still a slaughter. Got the people they massacre.
Alors, dans cette vidéo,
you notice a kind of parody with very strong militant accents of This is America by the Afro-American artist Childish Gambino. The rapper gives an overview of the situation in Nigeria. Nothing unremarkable when watching it at first, except for two scenes which don't go unnoticed. The first is that of this Fulani herdsman who beheads a civilian. The second is that of the young veiled women who, strangely enough, resemble the Chibok High School girls kidnapped in 2014 by Boko Haram. The young girls dance shaku shaku, a very popular dance style in Nigeria. These scenes have provoked the wrath of the Muslim Rights Concern, a group of Muslim activists. For them, the music only promotes ethnic bias against the Fulani and have the potential to provoke an unprecedented religious crisis. As for the young Chibok girls, representing them in this way only taints their dignity. But this is what the artists had to say about that.
I knew it would generate some sort of conversation. You know, I knew there would be discussion. It's controversial, you know, there are a lot of stuff in the video that are quite controversial. And it was intentional. I wanted to be disruptive with it. I wanted to, you know, disturb the political space. And I've been able to achieve that. But I didn't even see the magnitude of, you know, response that it's been able to generate. I didn't foresee that.
The Muslim Rights Concern gave Falz 7 days to pull down the video or face prosecution. His manager, however, responded and said that that wasn't going to happen given the success of the video, which has more than 5 million YouTube views in a span of just 2 weeks.
I
think people want to see more of that. And that, to an extent, contributed to the success of this one. For me, I think it's a time where people are looking to hear more of that sort of stuff, and people feel like the Fela Kuti spirit needs to come back.
With Falz mentioning Fela Kuti, it is because many believe he was the king of Afrobeat and also a fierce activist who, from the 70s until his death in 1997, never stopped criticizing the dictatorships and governments in place, from Sani Abacha to Olusegun Obasanjo and even Muhammadu Buhari, who had imprisoned him in 1983 when he was in power after a military coup. The same Buhari that Falz criticizes is running for a second term in Nigeria, which has been undermined by a disastrous economic situation, corrupt security forces, as well as youth unemployment.
Situation économique désastreuse, des forces de l'ordre corrompues et un chômage des jeunes inégalé.
Now, more than ever, we need to get the youth to understand that we are the only ones that can change our future. It's a democratic system of government, so it's a government of the people. So if people don't actually go out there to vote, then we're still going to be stuck in the same mess that we continue to complain about. So we have to go out there, register, get a PVC, and make sure that when the elections come next year, we actually vote.
Falz also encourages Nigerian artists who have become the sacred idols of a large majority of youth in the country. Nearly half the youth are under 15 years old in the country, to use their fame to raise awareness in society before the general elections scheduled for February 2019. Since we're talking about raising awareness, we end the segment with music from King Fela himself. To me, he's incomparable to any other and will always be unequaled to the others. This is one of his live performances in Zenith, Paris, in 1984. The title of the song, Teacher Don't Teach Me Nonsense.
Rich man they mess, them all crazy. Crazy them all, demonstration of grace. Crazy demonstration. If good do teacher teach you something, and the student make mistake, teacher must talk this so, but you not talk so. Now somebody them they so bad that this to say them teaching get meaning. Different meaning, different kinds of meaning. That is why I say that is the reason of my song. That is the concluding of my song. I say, I sing, I beg everyone to join my song.
Voilà, c'est tout ce que j'avais pour vous.
Well, that's what we had for you for the segment today.
Ça fait plaisir d'écouter Fela.
Oui, de bon matin, comme ça, en plus, ça lundi. Merci à tous les deux et merci également à vous qui avez été avec nous.
Thank you very much for being with us today. Be sure to join us again